Welcome back, Running Cars. This video's topic, the Dodge Hornet is cheap. The Dodge Hornet is actually cheap. When this car first came out, everybody was like, oh, this is too much money, it's a Dodge. Ah! And I think if you're comparing it to, I think if you max out a Ford Escape to the same trim level that I have, that I paid, well, the asking price was $54,000 Canadian, 52 dealer price with a $2,000 add-on. If you matched my car to a Ford Escape, it was actually more expensive. It was the actual $54,000 without the added dealer, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't this. It was on my other channel. The reason I say the Dodge Hornet is cheap is because, well, first of all, so what would you compare this car to? What is it lined up to? Hyundai Tucson, Ford Escape, Mazda CX-5, RAV4, CRV, and whatever, Subaru Forester. And yes, when you take that segment and you go into the prices of those things, the Dodge Hornet does stand out in price. However, the value in a Dodge Hornet should not even be compared to those models. They're only comparing it to those models because it's a Dodge, and it's not. It's an Alfa Romeo. It's a Fiat. It takes the parts bins out of a Maserati. That's kind of what Stellantis is and does. I'm trying to go through my viewed. Should you buy? Yeah. So what you should be comparing this car to, materials wise, interior materials wise, and performance. Like you're on the level of luxury cars. So you should be comparing this to an Audi Q3, I think. BMW X3, I think. Porsche Macan. Like I'm watching this video here earlier today. Yeah, not this guy. It's a different one. Yeah, GT Plus. All specs test drive. All right, so Hawkeye Rides, 2024 Dodge Hornet GT Plus, all specs test drive. I think that's a good video to watch because I have gone off on this car saying, oh, it's a sports car, it's this and that. And then you meet what usually happens is that regular car people think this is a regular car, and it's not. It's much more than that. And every Hornet owner will tell you that. They have said it. They have said they won't say, maybe they will, maybe they won't in the comments, but they have said it in back comments on, you know, times that I've said this about the Dodge Hornet. This guy actually compares this car to a Porsche Macan and a Maserati. I can't remember. Gigolo, whatever it's called. Alfa Romeo Tonale. Like on the forum, the Hornet Owners forum, when we first bought these cars, and there was a question about why'd you buy the Hornet instead of the Alpha? It's always the question, right? And generally, it was like it's $5,000 cheaper. It's $5,000 cheaper. The Alfa Romeo Tonale is, you know, European luxury class. Go after the big ones, right? And it was still lower than those cars. However, the performance in this car actually keeps up with the Porsche Macan. Porsche Macan T, I think he says on that video. I don't know what that means. I really don't care. All I know is this car performs. Oh, not this car. I'm in the van, but my Dodge Hornet kicks ass. It kicks ass on the road. And I don't mean out driving other drivers. I mean that's part and parcel. Sure. What I do know is that it's a hidden gem. By Dodge stealing Alfa Romeo's thing and repackaging it as a Dodge and putting it into, like, when everybody saw, you're getting Dodge owners in the United States of America looking at a car that's European with Dodge badging on it and going, "Oh, that's too much money." But they didn't drive it. They just want to bash it because not American. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not. I really don't know. United States is tribal. You know, it's it it's tribal and it's fed by marketing. You know, it's kind of difficult in the United States to have your own brain. I just get to say that because I'm Canadian and I feel superior to Americans because we're in the same boat. I don't know. It's a moot point. Don't argue. Don't argue about that. Uh, because most of the people actually commenting that the Dodge Hornet is good is coming from the United States in my comments. It is. It is. So there is something about the Dodge Hornet. And that something is that it's not your regular car. It isn't. And that's why the price tag was high for the most of you, the most of everybody. Oh, this tiny SUV is so much money. But when you put it up against an Alfa Romeo or in the same line, a Maserati, and in the same sphere as the luxury cars like a BMW, an Audi, or even the Porsche Macan, it's 20 grand cheaper. You're getting the same performance, the same value for 20 grand less. That's why the Dodge Hornet is cheaper. Do your own research. Don't tell me. Tell everybody else after you've done. Well, nobody's going to do the research. They come to the video to watch the video and tell me this. This is what I'm telling you. You could have had a Porsche Macan. You could have had an Audi. You could have had a BMW. You could have had a Maserati. Even the Alfa Tonale. Dodge Hornet is $5,000 less, and you're getting the same value. 50 grand Canadian. Like I got a tech package, blacktop, GT Plus, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you buy as a Dodge Hornet is the same engine, the same drivetrain, the same all-wheel drive. If I told you, hey, I know a car I know a car. You could have the same everything, say of a Ferrari, except it's 20 grand less. I know the same car. You could buy an Audi, but the same car, 20 grand less. Would you like a Maserati? I know the same car for 20 grand less. You want a Porsche Macan? I know the same car, does the same shit, does the same stuff, self drives, everything, 20 grand less. What would you say? Are you into it for the brand name recognition? Are you into it for how it drives? Right? This is why, in previous videos, I said this is a one off car in history. Dodge Hornet is a one off car in history. It is. It is that sleeper car. Almost sleep. Well, not quite a sleeper car. It's that under the radar car that if you're a driver, you should be driving. If you are thinking about a Dodge Hornet, you should not even be thinking about it. You should be buying it. You should be buying it. Do you know why? Because it's 20 grand less. You know, I honestly do not know why the universe put me in that silly car. And I think it's whatever's going on in my brain and how I see the world is being able to tell you about this stuff. Because there were people that I met with the Dodge Dart that told me the similar stuff, and I ignored it. And now I'm seeing Dodge Darts out here, and I do not see Honda Civics. I do not see Toyota Corollas. It's very strange. And it's not because I have that particular activating system where you just see what you're thinking, right? No, I'm actively looking, and I'm for a while there I had a piece of paper where I was like, okay, how many Hondas? How many Toyotas? Oh, these Chevy things are junk, and they all look like junk. I'm like, so many Dodge Darts out here. You can see a Dodge Neon out here in the roughest place in Alberta. Toyotas don't match up. Hondas don't match up. What I do see are Dodge Darts in good shape. Unsung hero. And now I drive a Dodge Hornet. I hate Dodge, hate SUVs. Here I am in a Dodge SUV. I'm not trying to explain my purchase. I'm trying to explain how good of a car it is to people who were in the same mindset that I was. Going, this is the. Are you? Mm. Because I was actually hoping for maybe a BMW X3, Audi, same boat, different taste. But I did see two black Maseratis driving around in the same shape as the Hornet, as the Alpha. Is that the same? What do you call that? When it's a jigga 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 jigga. I can't. No, I can't say it. Look it up on the internet. But when I had my car at the base, there was a guy with a Porsche Macan. We had the same back tail. I this when I drive I've had my Dodge at gas stations mistaken for a Porsche. There was actually a picture on the forum on the Dodge Hornet owners forum on how close, how similar they are, right? But he's like, nice car. And I was like, oh, thanks. And, which is weird because I actually get that at the gas station all the time. People come up and talk to me. Hey, what is that? Hey, nice car. Blah, blah, blah. And they start a talk, right? But it was twice. It was, oh, I thought that was a Porsche. Oh, no, no, no. It's not. What is that? It's a Hornet. And they have to work it out in their own head. But the thing is that, to be honest with you, when I had that guy parked at he was an Asian guy. He was also working where I was working, and I had this car brand new, and he had his Porsche Macan. He bought that as a what do you call it? It was a lease return. He bought it secondhand. What do you call that? Executive reused? I don't know, whatever the stupid name is. And he would roll out, and I'd roll out, and then I would go for drives on the weekend, and I would see that car, and we would be doing the same things. We would be doing the same thing. So yeah, the Dodge Hornet is cheap. And I said it before in videos, and I actually said it in all of those videos that I made about long-term reviews, reliability, all of that. The materials in the car, the interior of the car, the performance of the car, bar none. Like I'm just reporting. I'm not trying to justify anything I've done. I did not search out the car. I did not want the car. I hated Dodge. I hate SUVs. And I got this thing, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this thing does. And it does this stuff. And this is why I started this channel. And this is why I make Dodge Hornet videos. Is because it's the shiznit. Well, it's not the pinnacle of anything. It's just it's one of the it is the most fun car that I have ever owned. Most fun, reliable car I've ever owned. And I can't believe I'm saying that about a Dodge and an SUV. Really, seriously. I might be a channel that says that, and then other channels come out and say that. And that seems to be what is happening out there on the YouTube ness of the YouTube verse. I'm just reporting. I am not a Dodge fanatic. I like driving cars, and I like driving cheap, reliable cars. And so far, it's been that. It's been that. Renting cars, welcome. I talk about the Dodge Hornet time to time, but I talk about cars. Welcome to the channel. And, like if you like it, subscribe if you think you want to watch more. And I'll see you on the next one.